Today's Gold Diggers vlog brings us on another trip to watch AFC Stoneham today, this time at their home ground at the Stoneham Lane Football Complex, and we're getting another dose of Baffins Milton Rovers as well. I've come prepared with my waterproof rain gear, so bring on the weather.
Which is 15 minutes away from AFC Stoneham's ground, which is the Hampshire Football Complex, I believe.
Or half an hour if Matt cycles.
Or half an hour if I cycle, because I went a completely long way. But I've got some lovely shots, that's the main thing. Anyway, selection of beers on tap. You've got beer Moretti, you've got Peroni, which I'm drinking. I mean, it's a bit pricey. I suppose there's more high-end beers, to be fair. There's a nice little atmosphere in there. It's sort of one of those places you can go with the family for food, or you go before the football for a beer with your mates. It sort of caters to both sort of crowds, I think. As you can lovely little river flying behind me in the background as well. I think there's a pool table in there. People playing pool, which is very rare for pubs these days to actually have pool tables. But it's just like 15 minutes from the ground, because unfortunately the ground sort of area is kind of for families.
More like a leisure cafe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a leisure cafe. You can get a bottle of Peroni in there. I just feel a bit odd drinking a Peroni while there's all families and kids sort of sitting around after a fun day of football, and there's me in the corner with a beer. So. Local camera. You played in an extra preliminary round for the FA Cup against Baffins.
Yes.
And then you had this remarkable cup run afterwards. You beat two teams from League Sire and then played Yeovil in the second qualifier round. Tell us a little bit about that one.
So firstly, thanks for coming along today, guys. Good to see you. The cup run was absolutely marvellous, and you sort of started out at Baffins. Then we beat Melton, who was step 4. Then we beat Basingstoke, which was step 3, and then Yeovil at step 2 was slightly a step too far. But both the Melton and particularly the Basingstoke game were brilliant. You know, we were 4-1 down with about 40 minutes to go, and we missed a penalty as well. So that was an unbelievable game. The Yeovil, in hindsight, the Yeovil game was just a fantastic experience. You know, we knew we could get heavily beat, and we were, but it wasn't about the result. It was the fact that we took over 200 supporters. We played in front of 2,000 people, and that comparison on the same day 9 years before we were playing Overton, and our players were paying £5 to play, and Yeovil on the same day were playing Sheffield Wednesday in front of 22,000 at Hillsborough. That's the beauty of the FA Cup.
Were they welcoming?
The Yeovil were fantastic. Yeah, they were friendly from the minute we started dealing with them to the whole game. You know, they looked after us incredibly well. Yeah.
We're back to Wessex League. Brilliant start to the season as well. One defeat all season, best defence in the league. You're looking for is it you aiming for that championship, or is it the playoff spots?
I think no, we're looking to win the league, obviously. But I mean, we've got to be realistic that particularly teams like Portchester and Shaftesbury have with respect, a bigger budget and have the potential to, at the drop of a hat, go and get a player. We don't have that kind of model. We've got a team that we've built up over the last couple of years, built around loyalty and commitment. That's not saying those other clubs haven't got that, and we'll stick with what we've got to hopefully get us out of this league. But you've got to be realistic. Yeah. You
talk about sort of loyalty and commitment. I've noticed, for me, apart from say the big spenders, the teams this league are normally the ones that keep their squads together and gradually.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Stoneham have done that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we've got. I'll get my facts right. We've got 5 players who total nearly 1,400 appearances. Wow. 4 of them over 1,000. So. That kind of illustrates the point, which I'm very proud of. You know, they've been on that journey from the County League. I think today we'll have 4 or 5 boys that are with us in the Hampshire League that are still with us pushing to get in the Southern League. Bearing in mind we only missed getting in the Southern League last year on goal difference. So but I think look, we want to go up, but so do Portchester, so do Shaftesbury, so do Baffins, so do Moneyfields, and they're all really good teams.
And my final question is, say you do get that promotion, will it be Southern League football at Stoneham?
I would imagine so. Yeah, I would imagine it will be Southern League. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
That's where we want to get to, and that's the dream. And you know, one day that's where we'll get to. But yeah, so we're all looking forward to today, and hopefully one day realising that dream. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man.
Right, straight into this. No horsing around today, because unfortunately, last week after driving back from the Sherborne game, I hit a horse going 45 miles per hour through the New Forest. So it was a little bit of a mare, to be honest, to end the day. But fortunately, me and Matthew have remained in a stable condition. But unfortunately, my car could be saddled with a high repair bill. But more than likely, it's going to be written off. But we might not have a gold digger's vehicle going for the foreseeable future. But there's always the train line, which is good. So I'd better rein it in now and hand you over to young Matthew. He's going to talk about today's game between the in-form AFC Stoneham and Baffins Milton Rovers.
Well, Stoneham, obviously we saw them last week against Sherborne, 3-0 winners. Sherborne, very good side, very organised. Stoneham broke them down and they could have probably scored more. Duratti Martin's up front, 22 goals this season. I mean, you can't say much about it. He's a brilliant striker, I think, at this level. Owen Fee, Scott Hills, Callahan, Sampson, all contributing goals as well. But it's the defence I'm going to look at today. They've only conceded 8 all season. I mean,
pretty good at this level.
It's an unbelievable record so far. I mean, 42 goals scored, 8 conceded. And I mean, there's guys like Ben Clark, who's been with the club since the Hampshire League, Yamo Wan, and the goalkeeper Callum Lee. Those are the guys that played big roles in sort of keeping those clean sheets. Without the clean sheets, you don't get the victories. And for Stoneham, I think that's been all important this season. Maybe,
100%,
you know, maybe not the highest. They're not the highest scores in the league. Moneyfields are, but they're the best defence, and that's what could see them through. Crucially, because it might not be about how many goals you score, but how many you actually keep out.
Exactly, because Horndean last season, they didn't concede many, and that got them over the line in the end. So the same could happen to Stoneham this season.
Well, they faced the Baffins team, who were early leaders in the Premier League this season. Tailed off a little bit last 6 games. They've won 3, lost 3, but they've lost to teams I wouldn't have expected them to lose to. Blackford and Langley, 1-0. Ford and Laverstock, they lost 3-2. Their top scorers this season, Calvin Robinson's got 7, and Miles Everett, who I think is a brilliant box-to-box midfielder at this level, he's chipped in with 7 goals as well. They're looking to sort of turn themselves around today, get back to winning ways on the road, but this is going to be a tough place to come to try and change that round. But they're perfectly capable of pulling off a result today.
Yes, who knows, but let's just enjoy the game and footloose it out of here and get our starting positions.
Get wet. Right back off the post. Seen given.
a chance to save it.
That's dangerous.
Half time on this beautiful autumn day is AFC Stoneham 1, Baffins Milton Rovers 0. I think AFC Stoneham putting in a strong first half performance, having their own game of crossbar challenge by the looks of it, hitting the bar at least 4 times. Should be out of sight, but Baffins are still in it at 1-0. What do you think, Matthew?
It's been all Stoneham pretty much, hasn't it? Like you said, Adam Patterson put him at the lead, heading home from a corner after about 4 minutes. Then Fee hit the bar, and 3 more players hit the bar since then.
Within the first 10 minutes.
Fee again for a hell of a free kick, actually. Very unlucky not to go in. But then, not a lot of chances for Baffins, but they had a couple where you think, Stoneham don't take those chances, and Baffins capitalise second half. It could be a draw when it probably isn't particularly deserved.
No, you reckon they could potentially go for it if it remains 1-0 throughout the second half.
Definitely.
But Stoneham kind of need to kill the game off early doors second half. So yeah, we're just going to take refuge in the cafe for 10 minutes and warm ourselves back up. I don't like this thing in the middle, it wasn't there in the first half.
Oh god, yeah, what is that? What have you done?
Oh dear.
You haven't lived with that, man. We're both going to live with that. Nick, 4-0, happy with that result?
Oh, great result. I think if you look through the game over 90 minutes, I think it could have been a bit more. First half, I thought we completely dominated the game. Nobody goes on the pitch to hit the bar and post, and and fair play to the goalkeeper. He's made one worldy save and off the line, and but the first half they're still in it. It's game of fine margins, and it's 1-0. And I think we then come out to the second half, if you like. It was 5 or 10 minutes where they had a chance, where Callum's made the save, and then the rest we just dominated the game. But you know, it just shows for me where we've come over the last year.
I was going to say, because it was a quite dominated performance, but it's against a team in 6th place in the league, so that shows the credentials you've got this year, I think.
Yeah, I think if you looked at it from last year, these were our sort of, they were some of our nemesis, if you like. Every time we go down there, we seem to win comfortably. I say comfortably, do well. And then we come here and they nick a draw, or they knocked us out of the League Cup. You know, in the last year they scored in the last 10 minutes, and to be honest, could have won it 2-1. So you stand there and you're thinking, oh, here we are, 1-0 again, and it's a carbon copy game. And but what we said at half time was keep our cool, stay calm, carry on what we're doing, and the rest will come. And to your comment, we're a better side this year than we were last year, and I think, you know, we've learned from experience, and we look fitter. To be fair, we dominated
all round, isn't it?
all
Defence
round
and attack.
Our transition from defence was very quick, and of course, once we got the second, it was only going to go one way, to be honest. So yeah.
Final question. This is a ground hopping vlog. What would you say to anyone who wants to come down to a Stoneham game?
I think, you know, you'll always get entertainment here. We're not a long ball team. We're a possession-based team. We look to play the right way, and hopefully they'll come and have a good day out and enjoy a good game of football, where they'll then go home happy. Because we're happy tonight, because we've got 3 points.
Very much so, yeah. Full-time score was AFC Stoneham 4, Baffins 0. Pretty comprehensive win for Stoneham, I thought, overall. Well-deserved winners. More clinical second half, weren't they? Took their goals towards the end of the second half really well. Yeah, really comfortable winners. Good performance, holding their place in the top 3. What do you think of the game then, Matthew, overall?
I think they should have won by a lot more. I mean, Adam Patterson put my head after about 4 minutes from a corner. They hit the bar for would work 4 times. Feed twice, in the first 20 minutes. Feed then got the second for a deflected goal, and there was the substitutes, Ollie Jenkins and Jake Thompson, the player coach, who put the game out of sight. But they look a really good team, and I think we quite like how Stoneham play. They're solid at the back and they're good going forward.
Yeah, they've got all the ingredients to go up this season. So yeah, good trip to Stoneham, I thought, overall. Now we're just going to try and nab the manager for a quick interview before it starts raining again.